So, exceeding expectations. How to gain 30% more revenue without changing anything. So, customer support and customer service. There's not so much just specifically about customer support and customer service. There's more so a generalized theme around having amazing processes and being customer centric in your business. Now, why is this important? It's very important. One, people expect it. So people just expect a good level of customer service that you need to be able to give, and service in general. Don't be rude, be on time, basic little things like that. But the second most important is because over a long enough time horizon, customer service and being a customer centric business means that it will pay you dividends in the future. Now, the usual number that you want to aim for, this is going to be relating to referrals. So this is going to be from the marketing side of things on why this is so important. Your back end of customer service will pay you dividends in your front end marketing. I'll tell you a very interesting story that happened years ago. We were running ads, we're running a fair few ads for the businesses. Now, the specific company at the time was running ads for about a week. The ads got disabled, didn't realize, and then sales didn't drop. But obviously I didn't know this. I wasn't checking the ads as frequently as I do now. And basically what happened was nothing really changed. Our revenue stayed the same. We still had clients coming on, and I was a little bit confused what happened, because when I went back and saw that ads hadn't been running for about 10 to 14 days, we hadn't really lost revenue. Our client acquisition dropped slightly, but all within basic margin losses. So it was very, very interesting. And then we realized all of these had been coming from referrals. So at that time, it obviously accounted for more than this magic number that I'm going to say, but that's how you gain 30% more revenues, by having 30% of your inbound leads being referrals. And this is done through excellent customer service on the back end and just basically client fulfillment on the back end. So that is why it is so important, because you, in whether it be 6 months or a year or 3 years, your referral base should make up 30% of your initial acquisitions of your total marketing month to month. So if you're looking to bring on 100 people a month, new clients, 30 of those should be based on referrals from your existing business, basically. Now, there are two methods of referrals. There are a lot, obviously. You want to first create a process around referrals. So when do you send them out? Why do you send them out? What's the messaging around them? Do they get anything? Now, here are the two ways that you want to reward referrals, and the biggest way that you can create messaging around it and incentivize referrals in an ethical way. There's the one-way referral and the two-way referral. One way, meaning the person who refers that person, next person, gets a specific bonus. So let's say, for example, you have a lifetime value of a customer of $1,000. You never really want to go above 30% acquisition cost, because at scale, you can maintain a 30% acquisition cost. So you never want to go above paying $300 for an acquisition. Now, you potentially want to make a little bit more on that. You don't want to spend the whole 30, because that's the max you want to pay. So let's say it's $200, 20% acquisition cost. So $200 for CAC, your cost to acquire a customer. That is then a one-way referral that you would then give to the customer for referring another person. Now that's called the one-way referral. Now there's the two-way referral. Now the two-way referral is where you get that same amount, $200, but now you split it 50-50 with the person who's referred as a discount for your service, and then the person who then also, the person who then was the referrer. They then get the other $100 in this case. So 50-50, 100-100. So there's a couple ways. Now you can do this percentage based. You can do this dollar amount based. Some of the companies now we work on, if they're consumer brands, we work on couples. So for example, we can give a 20% holistic discount if a couple joins. So for example, this is how we do it. It's a little bit more complex on some of the companies, but for example, we'll sign up the husband. He'll get charged 100%. Let's say he gets charged $100. Now, the wife then comes on and she gets charged another $100, but we need to account for 20% of their total income for the business as that fee for a discount, as the referral fee and as a couple's discount. Now, So $200, and we want 20% of that total. So that's $40. So it's 20% of the 100 and 20% of the other 100. But we're doing that on the second person that came in, which was the wife in this case. So we need to discount her 40% or $40 in this case to account for the total 20% for customers, for the husband and wife, sorry. So that is very, very important. That is like unbelievably important. But remember, with this, the two methods, husband and wife examples right there as well. And just remember how important it is. 30% of your total marketing could be for free. Imagine you spend $10,000 a month on marketing, and imagine you get another 30% of that, because it's not 30% then on top of 100 in that case of $10,000. You're already spending $10,000. It would be that 30%, 1/3 of then the total amount. Okay, so in that case, for example, I believe if you were spending $10,000, that would be $15,000 in spend would be the equivalent 30%. So think about that. You generate 100 customers with that 10,000. You should then be able to generate around 150 customers out of that. I know that's 33% and not 30%, but that should be it. You should look at the end of the month and say, I've spent $10,000, but I acquired 150 customers. My difference was 30% of that total customer base. So I basically got $5,000 of free marketing from having a good back end, the importance of customer service, and a client-centric business. That is why it is so important. Your product needs to be excellent. Your customer service, your training of your staff needs to be excellent. And your referral methods and your process need to be on point. Those are the three main things. Product needs to be excellent, customer-centric product, customer-centric service, and customer service. And then you need to have your referral methods and your referral process absolutely down pat. So those are the three takeaways for today's how to exceed expectations and gain 30% more revenue without changing anything. Again, have an amazing day, guys, and we'll speak soon.